Hello everyone, welcome to the Kiki London YouTube channel and welcome to pumpkin spice latte season. I feel as though we're officially ready for all the autumn vibes here on the channel now. So I wanted to kick it off by doing a pumpkin spice latte marble set of nails. So I really hope you all enjoy watching. Now I have already applied some press on nail tips to my nails and I do already have a layer of rubber base coat underneath them, so you can kind of see that pinky nude shade coming through, and then I have buffed over the surface of the press on nail tips so that the gel polish adheres nicely to them. I already had the rubber base on my nails and I didn't feel like removing it, so this is normally what I would do. I would just apply the press on nails over the top, and I feel as though this gives the natural nail a layer of strength whilst you're wearing a press on design. I did also though, before applying the press on nails, apply a layer of peel off base so I can remove the press on nails but leave my rubber base underneath. This really helps if you create content, by the way, or if you are practicing and want to practice different designs and be able to easily take your nails on and off. So if you'd like to see some videos around that, you know, like using the rubber base with peel off base and press on nails, do let me know in the comments below. But jumping straight into this design, I'm going to come in and apply my first coat of Ballet Charm to the press on nail tips, doing one full coat to the entire nails. Now I really love Ballet Charm if I'm going to be doing a set of nails that I want the focus to be the colours that are in the nail art, just because it's a very soft, natural looking base. It's not necessarily a milky base because it has got those nice soft pink tones coming through, but it's very natural looking. As you can see in one coat, it's quite sheer, and then where I've got that rubber base underneath, it gives off kind of like a natural ombre effect. I really liked how this looked. I do come in and apply a second coat because down at that nail bed area, we're going to predominantly see this color coming through, so I want to make sure it's nice and even and covers up my nail beds that are underneath the press on nail tips. So I've applied my first coat. I always apply my coats of gel polish nice and thin, so we've applied that first thin coat, cured for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to apply the second coat of Ballet Charm. Now I showed you guys at the start of the video my two brushes that I always keep to hand. That is the round nail art brush and the stripe liner brush. I keep the round nail art brush to hand as it is my go-to brush for cleanup. If you don't have the round nail art brush, then the angled one works really well for this as well. And then the stripe liner brush, I always keep this to hand because I seem to use it in every single set anyway, so I always get it out at the start. It is great as well if you are wanting to touch up around that cuticle or sidewall area. We're going to be using it further along in today's video to kind of like tweak our marbles. So when we're applying this second coat of color, you can kind of see a little bit more opacity coming through, but it is a more sheer slash natural color, so it's not fully opaque. I love it though. This is one of my go-to bases. I love wearing it on its own, but I feel as though it does make a brilliant base for nail art as well. Usually I would come in and cap the free edge or the tips a little bit more, but because we're going to be doing our nail art at the tips of them, I didn't. But we're going to pop that in to cure for 30 seconds, and then I did do the thumbnail. When I'm working on myself, I always like to do my thumbs separately just so I don't smudge anything. However, if you are using the larger Kiki London Deluxe LED lamp, you are able to cure all 5 fingers or fingers and thumbs effortlessly. I do just find it a little bit easier when I'm working on myself to do those thumbs separately. Now I thought I'd quickly show you guys the colors that I have chosen for this pumpkin spice latte inspired marble. Now these colors work perfectly, but I felt as though the names of them just had to be used. So of course we've got vanilla latte. Then for our brown, I've gone for mocha. I was debating between mocha and chocolate melt, but I went with mocha. And then we're also, of course, going to be using pumpkin spice. And I feel as though this color is one of my favorite oranges for autumn. So I've laid down vanilla latte, mocha, then another layer of vanilla latte, then our pumpkin spice, and then another layer of vanilla latte, because I wanted those creamy milky vibes to come through. And I felt as though if I'd have just done one line of vanilla latte, it would have been overtaken by the mocha and the pumpkin spice. Now you can marble these colors together on your palette, and then this is going to create a more smaller defined marble effect. This is what you probably see me do in a lot of my videos, but I decided to mix it up today, and we're not going to marble them together on the palette. We're just going to scoop the gel up and kind of create this wavy smooshy marble. Now whenever I'm doing any kind of marble nail design, I will always go in with a thin coat of my blooming gel first of all. So I'm going to apply this to all 4 of my fingernails, applying it very thin to the entire nail. I want the marble to predominantly be at the tips going down towards the cuticle area, but I do want it to bloom out a little bit as it goes towards that cuticle area. So by applying the blooming gel to the entire nail, you can guarantee that it's going to bloom all around those edges where you want it to bloom. And then I do feel as though having that layer of blooming gel down really helps you transfer your marble or your gel polish from the palette onto the nails. Now I'm going to clean off my round nail art brush just using a little bit of alcohol, and then I'm going to scoop up my gel polish. I picked up way too much here for one nail, so I go in and start applying it to the first nail and then use the excess on the second nail, just because you don't want to apply more gel polish than is needed. And then as you can see, I'm kind of just scooping it up, twisting my brush and running it through that blooming gel. I'm not actually kind of pressing into the blooming gel, because the blooming gel does help pull it off my brush. And as you can see, the ring finger went a lot better because I hadn't picked up too much gel polish. But I'm just laying this down to begin with. I'm really not doing much with it. I'm just scooping it up and taking it from the palette to the nail, and then the blooming gel is going to start blooming. It's going to start marbling these colors together. Those swooshy effects are going to start happening. Then what I'm going to do is take my stripe liner brush and manipulate those colors around a little bit more. I wasn't necessarily wanting that kind of defined marble look. I wanted this swooshy, cozy look. I wanted it to look quite melted and soft. I kind of wanted that effect of like when you have a latte or even a cappuccino with the frothy milk and it all comes together when you pour the milk over the coffee, and it creates that marble effect. But then if you've got, say, some cinnamon sprinkled on the top and then you stir this in, you get all those little wavy colors going on. So I kind of was envisioning that in my head. Let me know in the comments below if you have had your first pumpkin spice latte of autumn yet. I actually haven't. I feel as though I need to get myself out and get one. I've been stuck in the house a little too often as my little dog has been poorly, so I haven't yet experienced one. I might have to make one myself. But anyway, as you can see, I'm just using my stripe liner brush to kind of like wiggle those colors together. And then as you can see, as the color or the marbles meet the Ballet Charm base, where we've got that layer of blooming gel down, the edges are blooming and it's all melting in, and I just love the effect that it gives off. This is a very beginner friendly, a very salon friendly design, so it's definitely one that everyone can do. And I've had a few comments about those kind of designs lately, so I thought we'd do a few more easier things on the channel. But if you do have any designs you would like to see, do let me know in the comments below. Now once I had finished playing around with those marbles, I then popped them into cure. Once you're kind of happy with how much your design has bloomed and how your marble is looking, you want to pop it into cure. I like to cure my marbles for 60 seconds. Now the blooming gel does only require a 30-second cure, but with marbles, if you're applying your gel polish a little bit thicker like I have here today, then I like to cure for 60 seconds just to make sure everything's cured with no issues. And then to keep with kind of like those soft cozy vibes, I wanted to come in and make these matte. So we're going in with the Kiki London No Wipe Matte Top Coat, and I'm just going to apply a thin coat of this to all of the nails. This gives you an idea of what the design would look like if you had glossy top coated it. But then once you pop that matte top coat in to cure. Look how dreamy it comes out. I love the velvety finish that this has on, and as you can see, I repeated that on the thumbnail as well. Now these look super cozy. I think you could actually finish these off with either some stamped leaves over the top, or maybe even some kind of chrome detailing as well could look quite nice, but I was keeping them as they were because I absolutely loved how they looked. I'm going to finish off with a small drop of the fresh rose cuticle oil, really rubbing this in, and then if you are doing a matte set of nails, after you have rubbed your cuticle oil in, you want to come over and wipe off the excess with some alcohol so that you can get your pictures of your matte top coat without it looking shiny in certain places. So I'm just giving the nails only a rub with the alcohol, and then this was the finished result. Do let me know in the comments below what you thought of these color choices, what you thought of the look, and don't forget to let me know what designs you would like to see. As always, all the products I've used are listed in the description box below. If you did enjoy today's video, please do leave it a thumbs up and hit that subscription button if you haven't already, and I shall see you all again in next week's video. Lots of love, take care, bye bye.